The second specter I banished was the most insidious of all, the phantom of the self I should have been, that relentless apparition haunting the corridors of my psyche. We all harbor this wraith, don't we? It's the alternate you, the one who aced every exam without cramming, sculpted a physique that turned heads at reunions, amassed fortunes that silenced doubters, or locked arms with the soulmate who slipped through fingers in youth. For me, he materialized early, born from the laurels of a promising childhood. Valedictorian whispers, parental pride laced with expectation. I lugged him through boardrooms and bedrooms, his judgments a constant echo. A missed promotion? You should have networked harder. A paunch in the mirror at 45? Discipline faltered. The ideal man runs marathons. Even in joy, a child's first steps, a lover's laugh, he loomed, tallying inadequacies against his flawless ledger. Decades blurred into a blur of striving, each step a chase after a silhouette that receded eternally. I mourned not the life I lived, but the one unlived, turning existence into a perpetual eulogy. The exorcism came in fragments, pieced together during solitary walks in the autumn of my 70s, when arthritis slowed my gait but sharpened my sight. One crisp morning, amid falling leaves that danced without apology, I confronted him fully. This ghost was no guide, but a grave digger, burying the vibrancy of my actual days under avalanches of what if. My life, the tangled, triumphant, tear-streaked narrative I had authored through fits and starts, was not a failure against his blueprint. It was the masterpiece, flaws and all, etched with laughter lines from real embraces, calluses from honest labor. I ceased the chase, the ceaseless comparison to a figment forged in fear. No more altars to alternate realities. In their place, I erected a monument to the man before me. Imperfect, yes, but palpably, gloriously alive. Cease this theft, I urge you. Your imagined paragon is a pickpocket in perfection's guise, filching the delight from your tangible triumphs. Celebrate the mosaic you are, not the mirage you might have been. Ah, but the siren of approval, how she lured me into decades of performative existence, a puppet on strings of societal gaze, raised in the goldfish bowl of American suburbia, where worth was measured in curb appeal and corner office cachet. I internalized the script early. Visibility equaled validation. The gleaming sedan in the driveway wasn't transport, it was testimony. The embossed title on my card wasn't a role, it was a rank. Church pews and country club greens became amphitheaters for my unwitting soliloquy, every choice calibrated for applause from an invisible gallery. I lingered in soul-sapping roles not for passion, but for the prestige they projected. I endured soirees of small talk and forced smiles, trading authentic evenings for the illusion of esteem. 35 years at least, I danced for phantoms, decisions dictated by optics rather than inner oracle, futures forfeited on the altar of appearance. The revelation dawned in my early 60s, during a mundane merger meeting where egos clashed like cymbals. Midway through a tirade on my impeccable facade, a junior associate's offhand quip pierced the veil. "Sir, no one's scoreboard includes us after hours." It stung, then liberated. At 82, the secret unfurls like a long-held breath. The audience is absentee. Every soul is ensnared in their own spotlight, fretting over your verdict on their script while blind to yours. I discarded the craving for acclaim like a threadbare cloak. The relief was visceral, akin to shedding iron manacles mistaken for jewelry. Air rushed in, authenticity bloomed. I donned colors that pleased my eye, voiced thoughts unfiltered by forecast, invested hours in hidden havens, gardens where weeds grew wild, books that bent my biases. If your days are orchestrated for onlookers, heed this. The stage stands vacant. The sole arbiter, whose roar resounds, is the quiet compass of your spirit. Then came the inferno of grudges, those smoldering embers I mistook for shields. In youth I viewed resentment as armor. Cling to the burn, and no blade could pierce anew. I walled my heart behind ramparts of recalled wrongs, patrolling the battlements of bitterness. A partner's infidelity in my 30s, cemented into the foundation, a mentor's betrayal over a stolen idea, reinforced with rebar of rage. But at 80, peering through the crenels, I beheld the prison I'd built. Not for foes, but for myself. Fury is no fortress. It's a forge where you temper your own torment. Each harbored heat scorches the holder first, a self-inflicted blaze that chars the capacity for joy. I released the ledgers of loss, not from magnanimity toward transgressors, but mercy for my weary soul. The confidant who vanished in my hour of need, forgiven not for his flight, but to free the airspace his shadow occupied. The patriarch whose affections arrived conditional and cold, absolved that his chill might not frost my final sunsets. This was no absolution of acts, but eviction of echoes. Your deeds no longer rent room in my realm. Purge the pantheon of past adversaries from your core, lest they crowd out the chorus of fresh kinships waiting in the wings. And control. Ah, the grand delusion that scripted my midlife malaise. From boardrooms to bedrooms, I gripped the reins with white-knuckled fervor, scripting futures as if life were a ledger to balance. My offspring's trajectories, mapped with military precision, their passions subordinated to my projections. My spouse's tempests of temperament, analyzed like weather patterns, interventions doled as if I were deity, directing the winds, economies, epochs, even entropy's inexorable march. I wrestled them all, scripting scenarios where chaos bowed to command. The result? A perpetual pandemonium of apprehension, nights eroded by what-ifs that never materialized, days diluted by dread of deviation. Existence became a cage of contingencies. My spirit shackled to the wheel, I spun ceaselessly. The unclasping occurred in waves, cresting during a sabbatical in my late 60s, when illness idled my engines and invited introspection, staring at a river's relentless rush, untamed, unapologetic. I grasped the metaphor's mercy. Life flows not as mechanism, but melody. You cannot dam the current, only learn its cadence, paddle in partnership. I relinquished the rudder, ceasing the compulsion to curate every clause. No more blueprints for progeny, who bloomed brightest in my absence of agenda. No more monologues to moods, allowing my beloved's tempests to pass as passing clouds. Economies? I observed their undulations with the detachment of a leaf on the stream. Aging? Embraced as evolution, not enemy. In surrender, serenity surfaced. The phantoms of foresight faded, revealing that 9 in 10 terrors are tempests in teapots, dissolving unbidden. The tempests that do rage, they arrive unannounced, unscripted, demanding not domination, but dance. Entrust the torrent. Affirm your resilience in the roar. The sole sovereignty you wield is sovereignty over now. The breath you draw, the hand you extend, the grace you grant the unfolding. Now, at 82, my rucksack yawns vacant, cradling only the quintessentials, the boundless bounty of love, the luminous ledger of gratitude, a handful of honeyed recollections that hum like hearth fire. And in this paucity, paradox, I stand sturdier than in the surfeit of striving. The power I pursued in pinnacles of profession pales beside this pared-down potency. The liberty to linger in laughter, to lament without ledger, to love without ledger. If these words find you fatigued, if existence's encumbrance eclipses your ease, commence the culling. Cast the grudge into the gale. Discard the diorama of desired decorum. Divest the decree to dominate discourse. Dismiss the doppelganger of destined grandeur. These trinkets tarnish the trek. Their absence amplifies the awe. The fewer fetters you forge, the freer your footfalls, the fuller your feast of the fleeting. Gratitude swells as I share this slimmed saga with you, a fellow wayfarer on this winding way. Should a single shard slip from your shoulders today, honor this exchange. Subscribe to sustain the stream. Lend a like to light the path for another laden lamb. And in the comments confessional, confess your cast-off. What one weight will you will away? I yearn to witness your stride, unburdened and buoyant. May the divine draft your days, and may you master the art of the light load. Travel tenderly, my friend. The horizon awaits, unveiled.